Let me ask you a question. What could your life look like 90 days from now if you decided right now that you're no longer waiting, not waiting for permission, not waiting for motivation, not waiting for the perfect moment, just deciding fully that everything changes today? Most people never change because they don't give their mind enough time to catch up to their goals. They dabble, they try for a week, they get excited for a few days, and then they fall back. Why? Because they never built the habit, they never created consistency, they never understood the power of repetition. But if you give yourself just 90 days with clarity, discipline, and repetition, your whole life can transform. That's not motivation, that's science, that's energy, that's alignment, because your mind is a program, and in 90 days you can install a completely new one. This is how Bob Proctor lived. This is how he taught. This is how legacies are built, not with luck, but with systems. So for the next 90 days, you're not chasing motivation. You're locking into frequency. You're training your mind to expect success, to move like a winner, and to feel like you've already become the person you admire. This isn't a challenge. It's a decision to finally stop flirting with your potential and start becoming it. If you want to transform your life in 90 days, you don't start with what's around you. You start with what's within you, because results don't come from hustle alone. They come from identity. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And if you don't upgrade that self-image, no amount of effort will ever stick. So day one isn't about doing more. It's about getting clear on one thing. Who do I want to become in 90 days? You write it down in detail, not what you think you can become, but what you know your soul is screaming for. Write, how do you walk? How do you speak? What do you believe? What do you tolerate? What do you no longer accept? This is your new identity. And for the next 90 days, your job is to embody it, not fake it, not force it. Live it. This is what Bob Proctor called the self-image shift, and it is the key to everything. Then choose one goal, not 5, not 10, one, the one that scares you, the one that excites you, the one that would change everything if it became your reality. Write it on a card, carry it with you, read it first thing in the morning, read it again before you sleep, every single day. This is not positive thinking, this is rewiring your subconscious. The moment you focus your energy with obsession and repetition, your mind starts building the pathways to get you there. And when your identity and your vision align, nothing can stop you. Let's continue in part 3, where I'll give you the morning ritual that programs. The world is asleep, but you're already awake, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because you understand what most never will. Your morning is your foundation. The way you begin your day is the way you build your life. So every single morning for the next 90 days, this is your ritual. Step 1, wake up with intention. No more snoozing, no more drifting. You get up when your alarm rings because you made a promise to the new version of you. Discipline begins the moment you open your eyes. Step 2, move your body. You're not training for a six-pack. You're training for identity. You move to shift your energy. You sweat to tell your brain, we're in motion. We're not the same. Step 3, feed your mind 10 minutes of powerful content, audio, books, visualization, scripture, silence, but it must raise your frequency. You are not your thoughts, but your thoughts shape your world. And every morning, you choose which thoughts take the lead. Step 4, read your goal card. Not like a chore, not like a wish, but like a command with feeling, with certainty. Read it aloud and let it imprint deeper into your subconscious. This is who I am. This is what I'm creating. This is already done. Step 5, gratitude. Before you chase anything, feel grateful for everything, not just what you have, but for who you're becoming. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your energy magnetic. It's the gateway to abundance, and that's it. This ritual doesn't take hours, but it sets your frequency. It aligns your identity. It activates your day with power instead of passivity. Most people roll out of bed and fall into the world. But you rise into it. You walk into the day as the version of you who already has what you desire. How you end your day matters just as much as how you start it. Because at night, your mind is more open, your subconscious is more receptive, and the thoughts you go to sleep with echo in your mind all night long. So if you want to build a new reality, you don't just grind during the day, you imprint it while you sleep. This is where the elite separate themselves. This is where transformation goes deeper than effort. It becomes identity. Every night before your head hits the pillow, you do this. Step 1, disconnect. 1 hour before bed, no scrolling, no news, no noise. Just you, your thoughts, and your future. You can't rewire your mind if you flood it with chaos before sleep. Step 2, reflect. Write down what you did well today, what you followed through on, where you grew, where you slipped. You're not judging, you're observing, because self-awareness is power. Step 3, revisit your goal. Pull out that card, read it slowly, visualize it, feel it, as if it's already yours. Because in the subconscious mind, it is. You impress your vision deep into the fertile soil of your unconscious, and while you sleep, the roots begin to grow. Step 4, identity affirmation. Speak who you are, not who you were, not who you're trying to be, but who you've already chosen to become. I am the kind of person who finishes what they start. I am wealthy in mind, in spirit, and in results. I am the embodiment of my highest potential. And finally, step 5, rest with intention. Don't collapse into sleep. Enter it with reverence. Your rest is not wasted time. It is integration time. Say it. Tonight, my mind is aligning with my vision. Tonight, I rest as the person I've already become. You see, you're not doing a routine anymore. You're living as your future self now. And when you live like that for 90 days, the world will reflect it back in ways you can't even imagine yet. Let me tell you something most people won't. There will be days in this 90-day journey where you'll feel like nothing's working, where your motivation is gone, where the old habits start whispering again. Just quit. Skip today. This isn't working. That's not failure. That's friction. That's resistance. The last line of defense before the breakthrough. And when it shows up, you don't retreat. You recognize it for what it is, confirmation that you're changing. The mind will always fight to return to familiar. It craves safety, not growth. But safety never gave you what you wanted. Growth feels uncomfortable. Success feels unfamiliar at first. But that doesn't mean you stop. It means you keep going. So here's what you do when it gets hard. 1, remember the identity. You're not just doing a routine. You're becoming a different person, and that version of you, the disciplined, focused, powerful version, they don't give up. They don't skip days. They show up. 2, shrink the task, not the goal. You don't have to do it all perfectly. If you're overwhelmed, simplify. 1 page, 1 sentence, 1 workout set, 1 breath. Do something, anything, that honors your decision. 3, reconnect to your why. Go back to the beginning. Why did you start this? Who are you doing this for? What does your life look like 90 days from now if you stay locked in? Feel it, taste it. Remind your mind why this matters. 4, visualize the cost of quitting. What happens if you give up? What life are you returning to? What regrets do you carry if you let it all go now? Hold that image for a moment and then choose different. 5, speak power, not doubt. I am still in motion. This discomfort is temporary. My breakthrough is already in motion. You can't always control how you feel, but you can always control what you repeat. And repetition builds belief. Belief builds identity, and identity creates results. So when it gets hard, you lean in, you recommit, you remind yourself, you didn't come this far to stop. You came this far to finish, to become, to rise. Success is not a single decision. It's a series of small wins, stacked, repeated, and aligned. This is where most people lose the game. They expect massive results fast, and when they don't see the big win, they quit. But the ones who win, They know the truth. Momentum is built in inches, not miles. So here's what you do. 1. Track your wins daily. Every day, before bed, write them down. Doesn't matter how small. You woke up early, you trained, you said no to a distraction, you wrote 1 page, write it, because the mind will forget progress. You must remind it, or it'll default to doubt. 2. Celebrate progress, not perfection. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be persistent. Celebrate consistency. Celebrate effort. Celebrate alignment. 3. Make your next action obvious. Don't finish the day confused. End the day with clarity. What's my move tomorrow? Write it, visualize it, own it before it even begins. That's how professionals think. That's how momentum builds. 4. Eliminate energy leaks. Cut the unnecessary. Audit your time, your phone, your habits, your excuses. Every time you remove a distraction, you make space for results. 5. Feel your future. The more vividly you feel your goal in advance, the more your body starts to move like it's already true, because your nervous system doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So feed it your vision, daily, over and over. And this is the secret. Momentum doesn't feel fast. It feels light. It feels focused. You start moving, and suddenly the results show up faster than ever, because you're not chasing them, you're attracting them. The beginning is easy, it's exciting. You feel powerful, focused, energized. But then the middle shows up, the 30-day wall. That's when your progress isn't obvious. That's when motivation wears off. That's when your old self tries to return. Most people quit here, not because they aren't capable, but because they mistake discomfort for failure. Let me remind you, this is where the real change begins. Your brain has been running on old patterns for years. You don't replace them in a week. You reprogram them through consistency, through resistance, through the middle. So here's what to remember when you hit the wall. 1, the results are happening even when you can't see them. Just like a seed beneath the soil, your work is taking root. You don't pull it up to check, you trust the process. 2, the wall is part of the plan. The resistance you feel, it's feedback that your identity is shifting. Your ego fights because it knows something is changing. That's proof you're doing it right. 3, recommit daily. Don't rely on motivation. Make your vision a contract. You signed it on day 1, now live it on day 30. 4, review your wins. Go back through your journal, your goals, your identity affirmations. Remind yourself how far you've come. 5, don't slow down. Simplify, reduce overwhelm, cut distractions, tighten your system, but do not stop. You're not here to coast, you're here to complete, because the greatest transformation happens not when it's easy, but when you continue, despite it being hard. So when you hit the wall, hit it back, harder, faster, with more conviction than ever. And when you get past it, the next version of you will be waiting. Now we enter the final phase, the last 30 days. This is where everything you've built starts to compound. The habits, the mindset, the focus, they stop feeling like effort and start feeling like identity. This is the phase of acceleration, and it's where you separate from your past entirely. Because when most people would slow down, you go harder, not recklessly, but intentionally. You become sharper, more precise, more focused. This isn't about adding more. It's about doubling down on what works. Here's how to amplify the final 30 days. 1, go deeper, not wider. Don't add new goals. Double your energy into the one goal you started with. This is the season of mastery. 2, anchor into your new identity. You're not becoming anymore. You are already the person you were building. Live like it, speak like it, move like it. 3, refine your rituals. What's working, what's not. Tweak your mornings, sharpen your nights. This isn't about survival, it's optimization. 4, start serving. This is where your transformation becomes contagious. Start sharing what you're learning. Help someone else start their own 90-day path. It locks in your growth through impact. 5. Visualize your arrival. Feel what day 90 looks like. Who's standing there? What does your energy feel like? What results surround you? See it now and act as if it's already here, because the finish line isn't a place, it's a frequency. And once you hit it, you'll never be the same. Let's end this where it truly begins, not with the doing, but with the being. Because the truth is, you were never chasing success. You were never chasing discipline. You were never chasing transformation. You were simply remembering who you really are. All along, you were it. The power, the clarity, the identity, the creator, the version of you who finishes was always inside the version of you who started. This journey wasn't about changing you. It was about stripping away everything that wasn't you. The excuses, the self-doubt, the fear, the noise. And in the silence, in the structure, in the solitude, you found the real you. So when you cross that 90-day line, don't look around for someone to applaud. Look within, because you did it. You proved to yourself that commitment is stronger than chaos, that belief is stronger than background, that identity is stronger than circumstance, and that when you live in alignment with the vision you wrote down on day one, you become magnetic, not because you're trying to impress the world, but because you finally stopped hiding from it. So here's your final command. Don't stop. Don't go back to who you were. Don't water down the version you built. Don't shrink to fit in rooms you've outgrown. You're not just someone who did a challenge. You are now someone who finishes, someone who leads, someone who lives by decision, not distraction. So walk forward, speak boldly, act with precision, and know this: your 90-day transformation is only the beginning, because once you've proven what's possible in 90 days, you'll never again believe in limits. Welcome to the new you. Now live like it.